Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Nate Myhawk. Students at Rhinelander High School got out of the classroom and into the real world today. The 9th annual Mad Money event brought the sophomore class to the gym to learn about financial budgeting. The simulation took students through a monthly expense budget, and Rhinelander Partners in Education have helped organize the event. And one of the group's board members says this is a great way for the students to learn hands-on skills.
I think it's one of those things that is not necessarily a book skill that kids are learning all the time. And so those real life soft skills where they have to understand how to write a check, balance a checkbook.
In the simulation, students have a career and might have a spouse or children. Along with that, they also have monthly expenses like childcare and internet.
Essentially, they kind of get a feel of what it's like to run a household, have a family, and all of those expenses that their parents have to do every month for them as well.
As part of the event, the sophomore class also went through mock interviews. Well, Jeff, it was an absolute gorgeous day outside. And what is the rest of the week looking like for us?
Yeah, temperatures did what they were supposed to do today with highs back in the mid-30s. Tomorrow, though, not so much, as much colder air is on the way. Here we are now in Wausau. Lots of clear skies currently, but the clouds are not too far away. All of us will cloud over tonight. Actually, a couple of snow flurries in the forecast this evening. Temperatures, though, are hanging out in the 30s currently. That's going to drop tonight, though, as a cold front's coming through right now. In fact, here it is on the satellite picture showing right across our region. And those are a couple snow flurries in there as well. So clouding over tonight, a couple of snow flurries and dropping temperatures. And tomorrow, we're not going to recover much at all. Our forecast then tonight, though, is cloudy skies, a couple of flurries out there, with lows down near 15. Your full forecast is coming up. Nate.
Thank you, Jeff. Today marks International Women's Day, and while the Rhinelander chapter of the General Federation of Women's Clubs focuses on the local community, the war in Ukraine has its members rethinking where they could make an impact.
We need to support and remember all the activities women, not just in our community, because community now has little boundaries. I mean, we don't have rivers and oceans separating us anymore in this technological world.
The Rhinelander Women's Club is part of a worldwide network of clubs with over 80,000 members. There's even a chapter in Ukraine, one which members are looking to support.
I think that all of us don't know what to do except pray for these people and pray for our own democracy and their democracy. We'll start with trying to help out through UNICEF.
For now, the organization recommends donating to their affiliate UNICEF, which is operating in Ukraine. The club will continue its local initiatives like the National History Project it does with middle school students. Aaron Rodgers dropped some significant news today. After much uncertainty, he's returning to Green Bay. Newswatch 12's Eli Karp is here in studio to fill us in. Eli, it looks like this year's saga finally over.
Yes, it is, and just in time for the Packers to prepare for free agency. And with one announcement, the Packers are yet again contenders. Rodgers tweeted he'd be back for year 18, but refuted a report that he signed a deal worth over $200 million for 4 years. It's expected to be a cap-friendly contract, which would allow the team to try to re-sign other key players. Key players also including his favorite target, Davante Adams, and he received the franchise tag today. He'll earn over $18 million next year, but not a long-term deal. Rodgers won his second consecutive and fourth overall MVP last month by throwing for over 4,300 yards and 37 touchdowns to just 4 interceptions this year. And what's more is he'll get to work with his old QB coach, Tom Clements. So the two most important parts of the Packers offense will be back at Lambeau this fall.
Thank you, Eli. Some new research at the UW School of Medicine and Public Health is helping doctors to study whether a new virtual reality video game can help teens self-regulate their breathing and, in turn, improve their mental health. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pozorski reports.
Some cutting-edge research has been taking place at the UW School of Medicine and Public Health.
It's not going to get better unless we start innovating.
Dr. Justin Russell and his team of researchers have created a virtual reality game codenamed Vera.
It's a virtual reality underwater exploration video game. And you, as kids or whoever's playing, navigate through this really beautiful and artistically drawn and immersive underwater environment. They need to use their breathing, their respiration, to be able to control their movement.
VERA stands for Virtual Emotion Regulation in Adolescence. Russell says development on the VR game is designed to help kids with mental health problems.
We thought, we could develop a new method that would be portable, accessible, succinct, and something that would add on to the clinical treatment that kids are already receiving, or maybe be able to be used, just to supplement things that schools or other environments that have kids are already doing.
Vera uses systems which Russell's team calls biofeedback, a sort of way to take control of a game through other means than just your hands.
We're really trying to tap into biological processes using biofeedback, and we're taking the controls out of kids' hands and linking it directly to processes that are going on in their body, their respiration. I think that's really unique.
The research group has so far only worked with the Dane County Juvenile Court Program to test Vera, but they hope to continue testing going forward with other youth. For Newswatch 12, Kyle Pozorski reporting.
Firefighters are few and far between in certain places. We'll show you how one station wants to improve their staffing issues, but that's after Maine weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the Buffalo Ranch Chicken Pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Grilled chicken, crunchy bacon, covered in creamy buffalo sauce. Now that is an expression.
Change the way you pizza.
See the exceptional selection of jewelry at Golden Carat Jewelers. Artistic handmade jewelry by Michu and Bellatois. Fashion-forward designs by Mira T. and Frederick Sage. The latest trends and the forever classics from Facet Barcelona, Catan, and more. Your full-service jewelry store in downtown Minocqua, Golden Carat Jewelers has a surprise for everyone.
Quality Homes of Tomahawk now sells modular homes built by Wisconsin Homes. Wisconsin Homes has maintained a tradition of building some of the finest homes on the market. Quality Homes also has a large selection of new manufactured and mobile homes. New homes are available for immediate delivery and set up anywhere in Wisconsin. Whether buying your first home or a cabin getaway, Quality Homes has the experience and expertise to make your dreams reality. Visit them today at qualitymh.com.
Lance Truck, we got the trucks at Lance Truck.
Nobody has more used trucks all on one lot, all priced to move. So when you're ready to buy your next truck, know that all Lens trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, and can be bought hassle-free online. Go now to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move.
We got the trucks at Lance Truck.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10.99. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
There you are. Let's start here. A live look at Waikiki Beach in Hawaii. Lots of you are thinking spring break, warmer temperatures, and you have thoughts of this in your head, right? But overall for us, and Chris, look at these temperatures on Max 1. Yeah, not so warm, right? We're hanging out in the 30s today, but tomorrow 20s and highs back in the teens on the forecast for Thursday and Friday. That is not normal, but today not so bad, right? With that March sunshine out there and temperatures back in the 30s. We will not be doing that again tomorrow. In fact, a cold front's coming through as we speak, and then tomorrow, high temperatures in the 20s, and then tomorrow night, we're talking about low temperatures back below zero again. Yeah, here we go again for several days, but there's some signs now of much warmer temperatures on the way. For now, though, 23 tomorrow, 18 Thursday and Friday, 20 for Saturday, and then here goes our climb Sunday at 35, and that is a 41 back in the forecast about a week from today. We got to get there first, so first some cold weather and then some warmer temperatures. No 80s on the map yet, but overall, next week today, maybe a 41. Looking outside today, though, lots of sunshine for you. A very comfortable day, right? The clouds are rolling in now. There's a cold front not too far behind that will shift our wind tonight and bring us those colder temperatures. In In fact, there's a couple snow flurries on the front right now, too, across parts of western Wisconsin. That is moving in our direction. So all of us will be clouding over this evening. All of us could see a couple snow flurries out there, no accumulation. And then overall, a northwest wind kicks in tonight and brings us some much colder temperatures. And there's just lots of clouds and stuff going on over here. This is our weather for tomorrow. So we're talking about cloudy skies, a northwest wind, maybe a couple flurries out there. It will not be like today, but much of the moisture, all of it really, is stuck with this system down here. That's going to bug the East Coast beginning tomorrow and bring them a big healthy rain and snow event that way. For us though, just a couple flurries in the forecast tonight. Let's walk you through it. There goes the front, out of here by tomorrow morning. Overnight tonight, lots of cloud cover. Here's tomorrow morning, 8:30 or so, still cloudy, maybe a couple flurries in there. And it'll take until about this time tomorrow evening for the clouds to get out of here tomorrow. And then we have the clear skies tomorrow night. You know what that means. The clear skies, light winds, snowpack in place. We have a cold night ahead with the Arctic air coming in. And then some more sunshine getting in here on Thursday. But clouding over Thursday evening. And we're going to miss the snow again to our south on Thursday. That'll bug places like Milwaukee and Chicago. For us, though, just some flurries tonight. Our forecast then tonight, though, is lots of clouds out there. Low temperatures down near 15. You might see a flurry or two, not a big deal. And a kind of a gusty west-northwest wind. For tomorrow, it's Wednesday already. Lots of cloud cover and breezy, making that 23 feel much colder through the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Edwards Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow, 23. Those are the teens on Thursday and Friday. Saturday back to 20. There's a time change on Sunday with a high of 35. And that is a 40 in the forecast next Tuesday after some rain showers on Monday. Nate?
You caught my attention with that 40. Thank you, Jeff. Many fire stations around the country, as well as the Northwoods, are struggling with a lack of firefighters. And because of that, they are encouraging more people to volunteer. Anybody can volunteer at their local fire department. And if you want to become a first responder, you'd have to complete a couple of tasks first. The process takes about 1 to 2 years to complete the training.
Always looking for volunteer for people to help us out. There's a lot of things that need to happen to help run our volunteer full-time department.
You have to fill out an application and then go through what they call a very informal interview process. After that, you'll be accepted as a member and then go through a probationary period.
The biggest thing is right now is making sure a class is available for members at Nicolay College because they always do not schedule it every day.
Fire Chief Brian Gehrig says the most important thing is to make sure that the people who are interested in becoming a firefighter get the appropriate amount of training. And if you are interested in becoming a firefighter yourself, be sure to check out your local department. Apple has unveiled a new iPhone and iPad at their first launch event of the year. Items that were unveiled at today's launch include a new budget iPhone SE, an updated iPad Air, plus a new desktop computer that comes without a display. The price for a Mac Studio will start at $4,000, and the new iPad features 5G connectivity and a revamped camera. Also, just in time for St. Patrick's Day, Apple also announced that you can get an iPhone 13 in a new color, green of course, starting on Friday. Kohl's will be getting a new makeover. The company says it's not going to be just a department store anymore. Instead, it's going to be adding Sephora mini shops to about 75% of its U.S. stores, and they'll open 100 new locations that'll be about half the size of what they are now. The company says it's also going to bump up its popular Kohl's Cash Rewards and shake up its online strategies. Of course, Kohl's is just one of a number of department stores that have taken a hit over the past few years, and Wall Street isn't convinced that these new moves will help, as shares tumbled 13% on Monday and were flat in Tuesday morning trading. But Kohl's isn't listening to calls for a spinoff or a buyout. McDonald's has announced that they're temporarily shutting down its restaurants in Russia and also pausing all business operations in the country. That's, of course, in response to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The fast food giant has more than 800 locations in Russia at the end of last year, and most McDonald's locations across the world are operated by franchise operators. But that's not always the case in Russia, where 84% of locations are operated by the company. With 62,000 workers in Russia, McDonald's says over the past 30 years, it's become an essential part of over 800 communities in the country. But their CEO says their values mean that they cannot ignore the needless human suffering that's unfolding in Ukraine. U.S. Bank Stadium officials have settled for a $1.2 million that will then be paid to a Wisconsin man whose foot was injured at a Garth Brooks concert in 2019. Tom and Diana Ugaritz of Marshfield sued the facility after a large steel hydraulic barrier was lowered onto Tom's foot outside of a gate. The lawsuit was for permanent disability and, as a result, other medical expenses. The owners of the stadium, Minnesota Sports Facilities Authority, paid up on their portion of the settlement last month, and that will be covered by insurance. Attorneys from the MSFA admit that a remote control device could have lowered the wedge onto Ugaritz's foot. That said, the office did not provide a clear explanation of what happened. Much of the settlement includes confidential information on the entire matter. Major League Baseball is helping employees who might be missing out on work due to spring training cancellations. On Tuesday, the organization said the $1 million fund will support ballpark employees that work for the leagues in both Florida and in Arizona. The money will be distributed to stadium concession crews, electricians, and janitors, among others. The MLB recently announced it was suspending spring training by 2 weeks after it failed to reach an agreement with the players' union. The league plans to start an additional fund for seasonal and part-time workers who are affected by any missed regular season games in the near future. While we love following and supporting high school sports, it is always important to remember that safety comes first. We'll explain what we mean after the break.
These squirrels are better at saving than we are, and more organized too.
Try embracing your inner squirrel. When you open a BMO Harris Savings Builder account, you get a cash reward every month you save.
That sounds great.
You can also set up savings goals and easily track your progress.
That could help us redo the yard.
You could really go nuts. I'll show myself out.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
At US Cellular, we're local, so we're on the ground every day, constantly adapting for peak performance in any season.
Right now, get the hottest new phone for free. Yep, the new Galaxy S22, totally free. Even better, with US Cellular, there's no trade-in required. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month.
Because we believe you should get more of the latest 5G technology for less of your hard-earned money. All year round. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
After 35 years in the home improvement industry, I can tell you that when it comes time to replace windows, most people want to use a solution that's going to last. I'm with Paul Delahunt, president of Renewal by Andersen. So Paul, how do you know your Fibrous composite window is going to hold up over time?
Well, Dean, is the full service replacement division of Andersen. We've known for a long time that our Fibrous material is 2 times stronger than vinyl and doesn't expand or contract with changes in temperature like vinyl does. But last year, for the first time, we conducted a long-term durability study.
So what did you find out?
Well, the results were excellent. And after 20 years of brutal Minnesota winters and muggy summers, our windows were as easy to open and close as the day they were installed. And our Fibrous material remained incredibly strong with no cracking, peeling, or chipping.
If you're looking for a replacement window solution that's going to last, look no further than Renewal by Andersen.
Call Renewal by Andersen today to schedule your free window diagnosis. Plus, take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. Installation is included. There's never been a better time for you to experience Renewal by Andersen's signature service for yourself. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
Summer is about having fun, not worrying about your old, outdated dock. Portadoc's corrosion-resistant roll-in or post-dock aluminum dock systems offer durability and longevity, as well as functionality with multiple configurations and decking options. Virtually maintenance-free Portadoc systems will keep you in or on the water all summer long. Visit your local Portadoc dealer, and welcome to where the land ends and the summer fun begins. Dvorak's Docks, Highway 45 in Elko. Tomahawk Sports Center, North 4th Street in Tomahawk.
The National Football League has faced a lot of backlash over the long-term effects that concussions can have on players, but it's not just football players that might be seeing consequences. A new study is showing that children who suffer head injuries may see a higher risk of mental health problems later in life. Mandy Gaither has a look at the research and what parents need to know in today's Health Minute.
Concussions in kids' mental health. New research suggests a link between the two.
some of the primary symptoms after a concussion can include things like changes in mood, anxious thoughts, changes in behavior, irritability, that sort of thing.
The Canadian study published in JAMA Network Open examined records over a 10-year period between 2010 and 2020 of kids between the ages of 5 and 18 who had a concussion or orthopedic injury. None had a mental health diagnosis before being hurt. Researchers found that concussed youth had a 40% increased risk of developing a mental health issue compared with children the same age and sex with an orthopedic injury. Those who had a concussion also had an increased risk of self-harming and undergoing psychiatric hospitalization compared to those with an orthopedic injury. Kelly McNally, co-director of the Complex Concussion Clinic at Nationwide Children's Hospital, says parents should be aware.
I think a primary thing for parents to do is just to keep that conversation rolling with their children. So if they have had an injury, ask them, how are they feeling? How are they doing emotionally? How are they coping?
If there are any red flags, such as mood changes, being withdrawn, or your child isn't enjoying activities they once did, McNally says get help.
We don't want parents to be afraid for their children to play sports, but it does provide information to parents to help empower them to help get the right help for their children if they are seeing mental health symptoms after something like a concussion.
For Health Minute, I'm Andy Gaither.
Yes, I'm a smoker. And yes, I'm aware I should quit. I get pressure from everyone I love and everything around me.
Smoking is really, really bad for you.
Yet sometimes that pressure alone is enough to make me want to light up.
The Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line. No judgments, just free help and medications. Without the lectures, call the Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Whether you slip and fall or you're injured during the game, you can count on Bone and Joint Walk-In Care. Avoid crowded waiting areas and the high cost of emergency rooms. Instead, be seen promptly by an orthopedic provider at a fraction of the cost. Bone and Joint's skilled team can diagnose and treat sprains, strains, and fractures without an appointment. With 3 convenient locations, we'll help you get back to the things you enjoy.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. Ford Explorer, America's best-selling SUV, with available seating for up to 7 passengers. An available terrain management system. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford Explorer. Drive one today. Order your Explorer during Auto Show to lock in this special Flex Buy offer. Plus, get an extra $1,000 retail order bonus.
Is a new roof on your spring to-do list? Hi, I'm Paul, owner of Overhead Solutions. Now is a great time to think ahead and secure a spot for that replacement on our schedule. Go ahead and call our competitors, but before you sign on that dotted line, call Overhead Solutions. I believe our high quality and fair price can beat our competition.
Call Overhead Solutions for a free roof estimate.
Remember, don't overpay. Call Overhead. Overhead Solutions.
Wickersham Jewelry is excited to announce their 2022 Wedding Band Expo. 3 days only, March 10th through the 12th, with incredible savings of 20% on the area's largest selection of wedding bands and anniversary rings. Save 20% on the exclusive Love Story collection. Wedding rings starting at only $199. Take advantage of interest-free financing options. Wickersham Jewelry. If you can dream it, we can make it.
I gotta be honest with you here, Jeff. On my way to work today, I cracked the windows.
You did?
For the first time this spring.
That early March sunshine's got some oomph behind it, right?
does.
With
And
little wind out there today, the sun felt good. We have issues though. So tomorrow, the clouds are rolling in now and a cold front's in the area, and tomorrow highs back in the low 20s, and then it goes downhill from there. So if you wanted some spring-like temperatures, you gotta wait. I know my patience is wearing thin. Is yours wearing thin too?
A little bit.
Let's go outside now. Here we are in Wausau. A couple of cars out there with their windows up, I'm sure now, because temperatures are colder. A little bit of hint of daylight there. That's going to change in a big way, by the way, on Sunday with the time change. But here are the temperatures, and again, a very nice day. 30s, a couple 40s across central Wisconsin, but again, their 7-day forecast does not show that going forward. 23 tomorrow, 18 on Thursday and Friday, Saturday 20. Here comes a cold snap with low temperatures down near 0 the next few nights after tonight.
Yeah, we were all so excited for spring, and then winter's like, wait, what about me?
Teasing us. It's teasing us.
One more bang. All right. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here later tonight.